Hello students, welcome back. So this is our video lecture number 2 for this chapter number 15, and as I told you in the previous video, we will be learning more about linear graphs and then we will be solving some examples related to these graphs. So first of all, we have this location of a point. So how do you locate a point? Here this teacher has made a dot on this blackboard and she is asking that how can we describe the position of the this dot on this on this blackboard. So for describing the position of this, the location of this position of this dot, you can either take the distance, you can take this distance from this edge, from the top, you can say this edge on the top, from the bottom edge, and that is how you say that this much is the this dot is this centimeter, this 1 centimeter from the left edge, or this much centimeter from the bottom of this blackboard, and that is how you locate a point. You can describe the position of this point. Now let's move further and see more about these coordinates. So if you see this graph, here we have this x-axis, that is horizontal axis. You know that a horizontal axis is known as the x-axis, while this y-axis is called the vertical axis. So vertical axis is our y-axis, while this horizontal axis is our x-axis. This point O is our origin, and the coordinates of origin are 0 by 0, 0, 0. Further, if you see that here I have made this green point. So what is this green point? This green point is 3, 4. The coordinates for this green point is 3, 4. Tells how many units to move to the right. So this 3 here, it tells that how many units we have to move from origin to the right. So if you see that this is 1 unit, this is 2 unit, and this is 3 unit. So when we are moving from the origin 3 units to the right, we are reaching this position. And further by this 4 here, after this comma, we are having 4. This 4 is telling me how many units to move up from this third unit to right. So if you see that from origin, we always start locating a point from origin, that is 0, 0. So if we move 3 units to the right of this origin, we reach here. And further this 4 says us to move 4 more units but to the upper side. So if you move 4 units from this 3 to the upward side, you will see that 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit and 4 unit. Yes, you reach this green point. So this is how you can locate a point, and these coordinates help us to locate a point. So you can say that this 3 I have written before the comma is called the x coordinate of the point, because it is telling me the position of the point from on the x-axis. While this 4 is the y coordinate of the point. This 4 is the y coordinate of point because it is telling me how many units I have to move on which axis, on the y-axis. So 3, 4 is the coordinate. 3, 4 is my coordinates for this green point. Here 3 is my x coordinate and 4 is my y coordinate of this point. So this is 3, 4. 3 is telling me to move. This first 3 is telling me to move 3 units to the right of the origin, while this 4 is telling me to move 4 units to move up. So this is how you, what do you need to know about the coordinates. In example number 3, we are asked to plot the point 4, 3 on a graph sheet. So we have this graph sheet. Everybody knows this is a graph sheet. And we need to first of all plot this point 4, 3 on this graph sheet. And then we are asked in the second part that is this point the same as the point 3, 4. So we are asked that whether this 4, 3 is the same as point 3, 4 on this graph sheet. So let's first plot this 4, 3 on the graph sheet. So if you see, this 4 tells us to move 4 units to the right of origin. So this is 4 units to the right of the origin. I have moved from the origin 4 units to the right. I am reaching here. Now we have 3, 4, 3. So 3 is telling me to move 3 units to the upward side from this 4 point. So if I move, I'll reach here. So if you can see that 4 units to the right of the origin, I'm reaching here. and further 3 units to the upward side, I'm reaching here. So this is my final point 4, 3. We had to locate 4, 3 on this graph sheet. I have located it 4, 3. This is my 4, 3 point. Now we are asked, is it the same as point 3, 4? So now let's locate 3, 4 on the same graph sheet. So if you see, this 3 is telling me to move 3 units to the right side of this origin O. So if I move, I'll reach here. This is the 3 unit. So from 3, it says me to further move now 4 units to the upward side. So 3 and then 4, I'm going to reach somewhere here. So let's see. Yes, 3, 4 is this point. So are these both the points same? No, these are not same. These are not coinciding each other. These points are two different points. Is this the same as the point 3, 4? No, because here the x coordinate is 4, while the x coordinate here is 3. Here the y coordinate was 3, while here the y coordinate was 4. These 2 points are different points and not the same point. Next is example number 4. We are given that from this figure, choose the letter that indicate the location of the points given below. So, first of all, we are given 2, 1. So, we need to check that what is that letter that is showing this location 2, 1. Let's move 2 units to the right side of the origin. I am reaching here. Further 1 more unit to the upward side and I am reaching here. So, this is our alphabet E is showing this position. 0, 5. So 0 units to the right side of origin, that is on the origin. Further 5 sides to the upward. So 5 units to the upward side and I am reaching here. So this is our point B. Next is 2, 0. That is 2 units to the right side. Okay, I'll move to the right side of origin. 2 units, I'm reaching here and further 0 units to the upward side. That is on this point only. And this is our G. So this is my G. Next, I am asked to write the coordinates of A and the coordinates of F. So first of all, the coordinates of A. So A is here. So for the first, to fill this blank and then this blank, first of all, I need to see that how much units for A, how much units to the right side of origin. That is 1, 2, 3 and this is on the 4 units to the right side of origin. So I'll be writing 4 here. While for the upward units on the y-axis, I am going to see that how many units it is upward to this from this point 4. This is 1, further 2, 3, 4 and it's 5 units from this point 4. So I can say that 5 units. So this is our 4, 5. A has the coordinates 4, 5. Further the coordinates of F. So if you see F is how many units from to the right side of origin? It is somewhere between 5 and 6, that is 5.5 units. So the coordinates of F is 5.5, comma, how many units upward to this x-axis? No, it is not any unit upward, but it is on the x-axis. So it is 0, 5.5, comma, 0. These are the coordinates for F. Now we are asked in this example number 5 to plot the following points and verify if they lie on a line. If they lie on a line, then name it. So, first of all, we are going to plot these points. First of all, 0, 2. So now you are well known that how do we plot these points. First of all, 0, 2 will be 0 units and then 2 units. This is my first point, 0, 2. Next is 0, 5. 0, 5. This is my second point, 0, 5. Third is 0, 6. This is my third point, 0, 6. Last is 0, 3.5. 0, 3.5, that is in between, in the middle of this 3 and 4 point. So, yes, you can see that all these points are lying. All these points are lying on the same line. Yes, these are lying on the same line. And what is that line? This is actually the y-axis. These all are lying on the y-axis. You can say OY. You can say this line is OY. Right? What do we have next? So, yes, this is 0.2, this is 0.35, 0.5, 0, 0,5, 0,2, 0,3.5 and 0,6. So, all these points were lying on the same line and that line was our y-axis. Next, again, we are asked that plot the given points and verify if they lie on the line. If they lie on a line, then name it. So, this is just the same like the previous example, just the one that I did earlier. You have to plot all these points A, B, C and D. Just like I did, I have told you how do we plot these points. Plot these points A, B, C and D and check if they lie on the same line or not. You can easily do it taking hint from my previous example. Do it yourself and do as much practice as you can. If you're not able to do it, go back to the previous example here and check how I did it. When you will solve it, you will get your points 1, 1 here, 1, 2 here, 1, 3 here, 1, 4 here. So these are all the points A, B, C and D. And if you further check, then you will see that yes, all these points are lying on the same line. Yes, all these points are lying on the same line. This was our A, B, this was C and this was D. So this is lying on this line AD. You can see this is lying on the AD line. Right? On this AD line or from this 1 to this much. It is lying here. Next, in this example, we have plot the following points and verify if they lie on a line. If they lie on a line, name it. Again, we have the same question. We are going to plot these points, all these points, and check whether they lie on the same line or not. So if you plot K, that is 1, 3, you will get it here. 2, 3 lies here. 3, 3 lies here. Further, 4, 3 lies here. So you can say that yes, this point, all these 4 points, K, L, M, and N, K, L, M, and N, these all are lying on the same line, and this line is this line. This line is R. You can say that this is this line. You can say it is Y equals to 3 line. So this line is Y equals to 3 because my Y coordinate is remaining the same, and that coordinate is how much? It is 3. So I can say that this line is Y equals to 3. So this line was Y equals to 3. Further, if in this you can say that this line was this line 1. You can say which line is this? X equals to 1. So you can name this line as X equals to 1 because if you see in all these points, my X coordinate is AD. In this line AD, all my X coordinates are the same for all these points. That is 1. So this line is X equals to 1. This line was Y equals to 3. And if you further plot all these points that are W, X, Y, Z, 2, 6, 3, 5, 5, 3 and 6, 2, you are going to get 2, 6 here, 3, 5 here, further 5, 3 here and 6, 2 here. So if you see, then yes, this line is all these points are lying on this line. Yes, all these points are lying on this line. This is a slanted line, right? Not a straight line, but these were lying on the same line and this was that line. So this is how you see the plotting of points, that are how do we describe the coordinates for a point, and then how do we plot all these points using those coordinates on our graph sheet. Further, we did some examples and saw how can we check whether these points are lying on the same line or not. Then I told you how do we name those lines. In the next video lecture, we are going to do some applications related to all these graphs and all these coordinates. I'll meet you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye.